So we took families from cultures all across the Pacific
I just had a sandwich. I've got like...
and asked their mothers and their sons how they feel about motherhood.
Everything else is fine?
You might be a little bit surprised at what they said.
Oh, I'm grumpy.
I yell at them.
Sometimes I'm overprotective. He hates it.
Not growled so much.
I'm a nag.
Bossy sometimes.
A little bit too strict for them. It's a hard job being a parent. He has a lot of challenges with high functioning autism.
Maybe I could have spent more time with them one-on-one.
I might not listen to them.
Probably spreading myself too thin.
Oh, gee.
You always think you can do more.
Things that I say to my children that I should have said.
And when you're angry, you know, you say things.
When I wasn't able to be at school events or something because I was at work, beat myself up a bit.
I don't know, I get so tired, you know, you're just tired, and so everything is like...
Or they'd say, don't you trust us?
Well, you always feel like you can't give enough of yourself to everyone.
I wish I had been a little bit more...
Maybe you could have just left the socks and enjoyed the moment a bit more.
I don't know, in the past it was sort of got you down a bit.
And that I should spend more quality time with them.
Sometimes, you know, you treat other people nice in your family and you... But that's how you learn and grow, is through those mistakes. Anyway, sorry.
So yesterday we interviewed your son.
My mother is really nice and kind, and
she tries to stay positive in most situations.
She puts us first in everything.
She's loving, she's kind, she's smart.
Encouraging smile and just her laughter.
Back when I was learning to read, she helped me with the reading and made it a bit fun.
I could go ask for help, even like in my worst times if I'm not feeling the best, I guess. Knowing that someone will be there for me.
We went on like a date night together. I really liked it because it was like get to spend time with them. To me, it meant that they love me and they cared about me and they cared about the stuff I'm doing with my life.
Even when she's sick, she tries to help us and do the work.
Sticking to things, sticking to her goals and working to achieve them.
Always took the time to listen. She never liked to be in the spotlight. She always liked to work behind the scenes.
She's being a good mother because we're the most important things in her life.
And it showed me that she really did love me.
She doesn't make my decisions for me, strengthens my testimony and helps me to become a better man.
A few years ago, my dad, he worked overseas a lot. It was really hard for her because she had 4 kids that were like 1 years old to 11. And
she had a hard day at work and she's got a lot of work at home to do. She has to stay up late and I don't know how she managed to get over all that stuff.
She helps me with any problems that are facing towards me and cheers me on. Oh man, thank her for being my mother.
She was going through her papers so she could get her master's degree. You could really see there was a lot of stress. She had to run around all of our kids. I could tell it was very hard on her. I think she had a lot of late nights as well, studying. I guess that was a tough time for her. She prayed a lot. She went to her mother and father. I knew she went to the church a lot. I think she went to the temple a couple of times as well. You know, and your mom's like sad or down. It's really hard to, uplift her, I guess.
When she gave birth to my younger brother, Jerem, it was really hard for her because she broke her ankle straight after giving birth, so it was like hard as for her, and he was still a baby, so she would have had to have been with him, and it was just really hard for her, and she just kept going and knew that everything was going to be alright.
When our younger brother passed away, and just the love that she had for the gospel, that was most probably one of the toughest times of her life, and just seeing her testimony and strength come through from that.
The hard time for my mum was probably, I wasn't born yet, but when her dad passed away, Grandpa Glenn, and she was very sad when that happened, and I know that it was a shock to all of her family. And luckily my dad was here to support her and her family to get through the hard times. So even though my grandpa's not here, my mum has told us stories about him and helped us to remember her father.
I play the piano, and she's like, ever since I was little, she's made me go to practices, though I didn't really enjoy it. But now that I've been playing for quite a lot of years, I'm glad that she made me do it.
My mum and my dad weren't doing very good, and they decided to get separated. And so we found out that my dad was moving and she was having a really hard time. And I knew my brother and my sister were too, but I tried to help them through it.
And it made my mom really sad, and we just helped her get through it.
It made me sad, and it made me feel like I should do something to help, and I should comfort her, and I should comfort my siblings.
I hugged her all the time. Sometimes I would sleep next to her bed to make her feel comfortable.
Kind of like the Shifting Warriors, I guess. She taught me all the principles of the gospel, and she just been a good example of how I can live them and how I can learn for myself how to gain testimony. Like, Jesus Christ lives and he loves us and he sacrificed himself for us. That's really important to me because it allows me to know that we can return to live with him, and basically everything can be all right no matter what, as long as we follow him and have faith in him.
I think she helped me gain a testimony by just supporting me through my Aaronic Priesthood years, allowing me to, and then sharing her testimony with me. And when she bore her testimony, it helped strengthen my testimony. At that time, my testimony was just in its infancy. But if she didn't share it with me, what she believed and what she understood, I believe that my testimony wouldn't be where it is today.
It makes me want to live righteously and to the fullest and best I can, to make her proud and be like her. I really want to serve a mission.
She teaches me about the gospel and into the gospel, but she tells me about how Heavenly Father and Jesus Christ is our Saviours on this earth, and she's always here for me.
She loves us, and I want to be able to have that and care for everyone that I have, and one day care for my children as well.
It makes me want to be like her when I grow up, and it makes me want to stay close to the church. It helps me to believe that God will help me through times if I need it. I want to go on my mission.
Hey Mom, happy Mother's Day.
Thank you for always caring for me.
I'm grateful that you're in my life.
And I love you.
Just want to say thank you very much.
Given me this far in life.
For the good example you are to me.
Love you.
Don't get too excited, I guess. No, I'm kidding.
Can you do this for all my kids?